This is it. So we actually got our final set spoiler of the CyberDark Cyber Strike structure deck. What is going on with me? Not enough sleep? I guess that must be it. So hopefully we get some new cards. Otherwise, I'm going to be pretty unhappy with only 7 new cards. Whereas we actually would expect 8 new cards from a structure deck. So we have Attachment Cyber, CyberDark Chimera, Cyber Dragon. This wasn't a card before, so this already eliminates one of the 2 slots. Cyber Dragon Zwei or whatever. Pretty trash. This card will never see play in anyone's deck, regardless of how you build your deck. So I really don't know why in 2021 they would create a structure deck with a card that was so ridiculously old that even the 2015 deck list literally didn't run this. It's pretty sad, honestly. I just feel like Konami's not really trying their best to make this deck logical, because you obviously can't just play the deck straight out of the box. Everybody's going to agree with that. And also, this definitely doesn't help Cyber Dragons in any way, shape, or form, competitively speaking. Every time I make those discussion videos, by the way, I really want you to know that I always go from a competitive standpoint, because there is no reason to start doing casual discussions, because every single card in the game literally is playable for casual gameplay. But for competitive gameplay, there is something called power creep, where a card might be objectively better than another card, meaning that why would you play the bad card if the better card is better to play? Yeah, obviously. So, for example, why would I play a card like Zwei when I could just play a card like Dre? Why would I play a card like Dre? Well, Dre, not Dre. Why would I play a card like Dry if I could just play something like Galaxy Soldier? Why play Galaxy Soldier if I can just not play it and then break less often and stuff like that? So, it's always, why would you play these cards if there's always a better option? But yeah. Anyways, Fear, I really hope this is going to be a foil, because like I said, we already have it as a common, and from what I can see, not a lot of cards deserve the foil treatment, like out of the new cards, but obviously even the bad cards I think will get a foil treatment anyways, but yeah. Nexter, Core, Hertz, Cyber Pharaohs, again, a pretty trash card. It's just a Cyber Monster, but not a Cyber Dragon or anything, so just no relevance to the deck, and it's a really bad Power Bond Searcher. Just like how the Chimera is a bad Power Bond Searcher, because it forces you to discard a spell or trap, which is a pretty expensive cost, and also requires you to use up your normal summon for it, unless you actually have the continuous spell that gives you the extra normal summon, or if you revive it back with Nexter. Either way, it's just a lot of commitment and not really worth it. You're just losing so many cards just so you end up dying to really dumb stuff. But anyways, Cyber Valley, Cyber Phoenix, CyberDark Horn, Edge Keel. See, this is like my main concern and my main problem with CyberDark, is that unlike the ABCs, Konami didn't even try to give them like a new monster that would actually work for them in a good way. Like the Chimera doesn't really do anything for CyberDark. If anything, it's more playable in Cyber Dragon, but even then, it's only somewhat playable in a casual OTK build. But remember that I said casual OTK build, so that's non-competitive for 2 reasons, not just one. And yeah, there should have been like a revamped CyberDark monster that kind of does the same job in a way CyberDark Horn, Edge, Killed do, but significantly better. So instead of only equipping 1 level 3 dragon from your grave, every time it's normal or specialed, you can equip as many CyberDarks from the grave to it, but that would be the trick. It's only CyberDark. It wouldn't just be dragons, so it wouldn't be able to equip Dragon Buster or Destruction Sword, and then, I don't know, maybe have another effect so you can actually search, and then some other stuff, built-in protection, not necessarily because you already have Inferno for that, but still, I might actually do a video on support that would have helped this deck significantly more than the structure deck, because clearly we can all agree on the fact that this kinda was a letdown. We expected so much better, and we do feel like Konami genuinely lied to us, because they said that this would help Cyber Dragon and Cyber Dark, but also create a new strategy where you can pretty much mix in both. But again, those are only from purely casual and irrelevant standpoints that you obviously don't have to respect, because everything is okay for a casual player, even absolute garbage, because for them, garbage is better than nothing, which is sad because I do believe that I'd rather get absolutely nothing than get bad support, because at least if we get no support, there might be potential in the future to get better support. But if we do get bad support, then Konami's just gonna say, whatever, you already got some support, who cares, let's move on to another deck. That's what I don't really like. Anyways, CyberDark Cannon and Claw, Ling Ling, Jizukiru. I'm pretty sure this also wasn't confirmed. I could be wrong though. Gizmek Orochi, Gildagora, Eternal Cyber, Cyberdark World. This is the one out of the 2 really good cards. And then Repair Plant, Emergency. These cards are not too expensive anymore, I think. Impact, Inferno, Future Fusion, Future Deployment, Fusion Tag. This card might actually get an errata in this structure deck. But if it doesn't, I'm actually gonna laugh like there's no tomorrow, because the effect in the TCG is so stupid. It says for a fusion summon, but then in the OCG it says as a fusion material for the summon of a monster. So it's like 2 different effects, because if you use Fusion Tag in the OCG, you can contact fuse with the monster and just call it like a Cyber Dragon. But in the TCG you can't, since Chimera Tech, you know, the contact fusing isn't considered fusion summoning, it's just special summoning. So yeah, pretty dumb, but whatever. Could get an errata. Machine Dupe, Limiter Removal, these cards are cheap anyways. Lightning Storm, this is actually funny because again, this is only for the OCG, not confirmed for the TCG, but if we do get Lightning Storm, the structure deck will single-handedly be worth it, but if we don't and it's like Lightning Vortex, it's gonna be a big meme. But yeah. CyberDark Invasion, this is the second really good card, so again, another 3 of as well, as long as on top of CyberDark World, so pretty nice. Revolution, Imperm, the other really good staple that we might get only because it has Cyber Dragon on the artwork, but I kind of doubt it because I really want to stay as pessimistic as possible, not really get my hopes too up. But yeah, Power Wall, pretty trash card. The errata made it garbage. Well, the errata, I guess when they went from anime effect to the in-game effect, it just became garbage for no reason. But yeah, Call of the Haunted, Canadia, Cyber End, Chimera Tech Over Dragon, Cyber Darkness Dragon, so 3 horrible cards that are really old and just unplayable. Cyber Dark End Dragon, this is really, when you read a card like Cyber Dark End Dragon, it really doesn't feel like I'm in front of a boss monster. This is just like another anime card that maybe as a kid you would be like, oh my god, this is so badass. Like, you know, when we were kids, Cyber End Dragon was super cool. You were like, I love this card. But honestly, even as a kid, I already knew that Cyber Twin Dragon was a better card, because you needed 1 less card, so you have 1 more card to work with, and you can summon it more reliably. But on top of that, Cyber Twin would deal 2800 damage multiplied by 2, which was 56, unlike Cyber End Dragon, which was only 4000. So with 1 less card, you inflict more damage? What's going on? That's why I always felt like people who kind of, I don't know, worshipped Zane and said like, yeah, Cyber End Dragon is the way to go, it's broken, the card's insane, even in freaking 2021. I don't want to say those guys are weebs, but they are weebs. Again, yeah, sorry for hurting your feelings, but I always said that this is supposed to be kind of like a competitive video anyway, so if you're a casual and you're watching this, definitely not what you should actually watch. But yeah, CyberDark Dragon, yeah, sorry, CyberDark is the bad card. Cyber Darkness is like the revamped, but you need 5 freaking monsters for it. It would have been a bit more logical if it was only 3 monsters, but yeah. Horizon, this card is unplayable for both archetypes. Literally it's not even like a 1 of or a 2 of or a 3 of, it's a 0 of. Like my new Cyber Dark build doesn't even run Horizon. The reason for that is because it literally doesn't get your engine going in the slightest single-handedly. You need another Cyber Dark card, but the thing is, if you have a Cyber Dark card, your engine's already good. So why would you play a card that makes your bad hands worse and your good hands worse? It makes no sense. The only kind of hands it makes a little bit better are the hands that have only like the horn with the Horizon. That's it. Because if you have Claw or Cannon, you have your engine going, and yeah, it's just dumb. If you have Horizon and then 4 missed cards like hand traps, edge traps, and traps, you're not doing anything with that Cybernetic Horizon. It's just sitting in your hand, doing nothing until you draw good. If you draw multiple Horizon, you're screwed. So yeah, there are just so many good reasons to hate on this card. And also the fact that you send a monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, truly has absolutely no added value. This card could have not been a once per turn effect, and it still would have been a 0 of. That's just telling you how garbage it is. And the fact that you have to send from the hand and deck to the graveyard as cost make it even worse for no reason. And the worst argument that I read from people is people saying like, yeah, but sending Cyber Dragon hurts, kind of compensates. There are so many reasons why this is flawed just on so many levels. First of all, you're generating a fake resource to your hand in the form of Cyber Dragon. It doesn't do anything to your engine for the CyberDark. It does absolutely nothing, especially if you're going first, because obviously you want to go first in CyberDark. So why would you search a going second card and then normal summon a monster and then you have no board, so Cyber Dragon does nothing? Reason number 2, you have to play Hertz and Cyber Dragon, which are 2 inherent bricks in the deck, because Hertz is just another normal summon, which makes your hand even cloggier. And on top of that, Cyber Dragon might not really fit the playstyle of your deck really well. At this point, you might as well just say, yeah, but it's still a good card because you can Contact Fuse. Well, just play Cyber Dragon in every single going second deck. Why do people don't do that? Because the card doesn't have a super big impact anyways. Like, Pankratops is just a better going second card. The only reason why we would play Cyber Dragon is if you have other cards that really rely on it being a key component. Like in the pure Cyber Dragon deck, it makes sense to play the 1-of Cyber Dragon. It's the perfect number because it is a brick. If you draw multiple, can't do anything with it, but yeah. Again, I'm being really aggressive, but I'm being super honest, and everything that I'm saying is something that I've thought about. It's not really my opinion. It's just results of sheer practice, and yeah. Anyways, Power Bond and Overload Fusion, again, not the most relevant cards. Overload Fusion already exists as an ultimate rare that shouldn't be too expensive, and Power Bond, I think it's kind of expensive as an ultimate, I forgot. Maybe it's the exact opposite, but yeah. I know I have a secret rare Power Bond and an ultimate Overload, which is nice. But what do I think of this entire structure deck? I think it's definitely a letdown. Only 2 cards were like fantastic and playable, but the rest was just trash, so 5 really bad cards that have absolutely 0 potential. Attachment Cybern was only playable for like a couple of seconds, and then as soon as we got the CyberDark world announced, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, now you're going back out of the main deck. I'm so happy because the card was really bad. It really did nothing. Eternal Cyber, I don't want to talk about it because I feel like laughing at handicapped people is kind of mean. So just out of respect for, you know, stuff, like, you know, these kind of situation, cards, objects, whatever, because I'm obviously not talking about humans, it's just a metaphor. I'm not going to be talking about Eternal Cyber. And yeah, for just the majority, it was pretty bad, but yeah, I don't know what you guys actually think of all that. Pretty disappointed, but we actually might get V-Jump support. That would be nice, or just support in core sets, especially for CyberDark. I would be shocked if Cyber Dragons get more support because of how unlucky we are, but we never know. Maybe a miracle could actually happen. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Motivates me so much to keep making videos like these. And also, I will be uploading the updated combo video and the deck profile as soon as I can, because the cards still aren't on EDO Pro, so I can just do black magic and randomly create combos when I can't even play the cards in the first place. So thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Peace.